Good enough. Just going to be painting quiet. Hang on, I've got to get my finger up. Haven't I? Here we go. Uh, yeah. So if this is basically just me sitting and painting for a bit. If anyone fancies, oops, wrong thing there. Fucking machinery. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah. Nothing's quite right, is it? Maybe you need to shift over here. That'll do. Right, I'm going to sit and paint for a bit. Some skeletons. Because HeroQuest came through. And paint some shit. Because I didn't do a gaming stream. Because I weren't well. And yeah, it's just going to be pretty much silence. And then I'll, well, unless anybody says anything, I barely get anybody showing up these days, so I'm not expecting anyone at all to appear. It might just be me sitting and painting for a couple of hours and then not noticing. And it is a bit of a jank setup because I am not a professional painter. Well, a professional painter streamer person. I would say I'm an okay painter. And I would have primed all these, or primed, undercoated. I hate term primed, I don't know why I used it. Before starting, but I've been mucking around with a 3D printer trying to get that working. And it took up a lot of time. Could put something on another channel actually to have some background. Uh, Actually, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Cool. Could use a different brush for this as well. This is a bit of a chunky one for undercoating. Actually, I know what I'll do for background noise. I'm going to see if this will work. because there's always use for background noise. Let's go there. It's probably been a while since I last had it on. And where are you? Video? Are you? Aren't you? You're wow. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. Monday. No, it wasn't Monday. Sunday? It's probably Sunday when I last had this video on. There we go. Let's whack the volume down a bit. And it's probably going to get me like umpteen million copyright strikes, but who the fuck cares? There we go. Right, back painting them. This time with some background. Probably could turn it down a little bit more actually, couldn't I? Whatever. Who cares if Bandai Namco or Nambai Banco or whoever you want to call them these days go, wait, that's our music. You don't have the rights to own and monetize that music. And I'll just go, ha 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 ha. I didn't monetize it at all, you fools. I just did it as something to have on in the background whilst painting instead of just having just complete and utter silence. And it'll probably give me a good idea of when to stop as well. There we are, that's decent enough undercoats. Now where did I put my drying cloths? Right. What I've got? That one. Let's use the Citadel one. It's a bit horrible, isn't it? A bit horrible. Still. It's the one downside, well I say one downside other than the fucking price of GW paints. They don't tend to last very long once the pot's open. You know, I've never actually watched any episodes of Gridman, so I've got no idea other than it being like a Super Sentai type thing. I think it's Super Sentai anyway, whatever Henshin stuff. I've got no idea what it's like other than that. Yeah, this is something from like probably the 80s, maybe the 70s. Yeah, it's like, it might just be regular Gundam, it might be Gundam Wing. One thing I've noticed, I'm not blabbing about the tunes I've got on in the background. One thing I have noticed is that Gundam Victory has a very upbeat tune for the amount of people who die in it. Wow, this is... Come on, focus machine there. It's really struggling. Maybe it's white on white struggling, or maybe it's my hand that keeps getting in the way. Not bad. It's quite different for me to be sitting at distance I am. I normally have things quite close to my eyes when I'm painting them, so I can get a really good look at all the details I'm doing, which is something I can't do right now. And I don't know what this tune is off the top of my head. Probably Magical Night or something, I'd imagine. I keep on hitting my microphone as well, and it's probably really annoying for anyone who doesn't actually tune in and listen. They're like, what the fuck are you doing hitting your microphone all the time? But sorry, I know, pet. I'm trying to look at what I'm doing and I just hit the microphone. Might be another Gundam actually. Right, let me just get a closer look. Missed out a bit of rib. Want to make sure I've not missed anything else out. And I know you can't see what I'm doing because I've got it very close. I have got a magnifying ring that I could put up as well, but I've tried using that and trying to work through the magnifying ring, and it's just this kind of weird distortion of where my hands are in proportion to what I can actually see, and you know, like, I don't feel my arms and hands should be where they are or as big as they are, and just mucks everything up. Right, there we are, not bad. Beep, 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 beep. Will it focus? Oi, there we are. Base bone. Could have done it thinner, but you know, it's GW's paint. does. It is thickening up on me, this particular one, which is a bit annoying. So I'll just see if I can do the others quick with it. Instead of giving a lot of attention to detail, I'm just going to go splodgy, splodge, 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 splodge. I do have better paints, but this is the darker bone that I own, and I didn't, again, look at it before I opened it. Is that actually collarbone? Hang on a minute. I think it is collarbone. I think that bit is actually collarbone rather than armour. Although, no, it is armour. Okay, it's going around the back. And I apologise, you just got a big shot of my back of my hand. And this is Gal Gaigar. Go 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 go. Hold on one momento. Right, that was just a mention of, hey, we're all going to be going out in a couple of hours. I think it's a couple of hours anyway. Yeah. So I probably really do only have until the end of this OST. So I will paint quickly. And, yeah, no, they were just like, oh, what do you mean you're streaming? It's Thursday. You don't normally stream on Thursday. And I said, yes, I know. It's because I didn't stream yesterday because I was ill on Tuesday and not fully recovered. And I wasn't feeling up to streaming on the Wednesday. And instead, I sat and built a 3D printer, which I have yet to get configured to a working standard. Okay. Oh, no, there's a bit I missed. Did I miss it on him as well? kind of did. There we go. No, I don't know this one off the top of my head either. I could probably figure out what it is when it gets into a chorus. Or probably a Gundam. There's like 8 Gundam tracks, I think, on this. Really shouldn't be using this paint at all. It is awful. Really is. The more I'm using it, the more it's starting to clog. But it's the choice I went with, so it's the choice I'm sticking with. Cyber suit, something cyber suit. It's not Knight and Magic. I'm familiar with Knights and Magic, which is a well, it's an anime, I can tell you that much. It's one I only started watching after playing Super Robot Wars, which this is the OST for. And it's a interesting show. It's very, I mean, it's fairly standard fare for an isekai, in that protagonist dies and goes to another world. Only the protagonist is a computer programmer who dies. Oh yeah, he's also an otaku as well. He dies and goes to another world where the knightly orders fight monsters in magically powered mecha. And he's just like, giant robots, yeah! And obviously, being the protagonist, he ends up developing superior superior knight suits to what everyone else is. He's like, I love robots. I am really good at robots. I will design better ones for you. While he's like 13 and in school. You know, standard fare. I think that might be this tune actually. Knights and Magic, I think it's called. There we are, that's bone done on them all. Let's get rid of this garbage. Heroes and quests, yes. Heroes, quests with heroes. You might be correct on that one. However, I think some investigation may be required to confirm if you are indeed correct. I'm just doing something simple for like an hour. Just doing the skellies. In the HeroQuest. So just on the bones. And as you can zoom in. They are very, very reminiscent of the original ones. And I should know because I had the original ones. Right, let's see. I'll bring one of these up to my face again. This one. Let's have a look. So, got I've got some leather straps. I've got metal plated armor. And I've got some wraps. Okay. Some brown done. That's probably giving me more than enough. And yeah, I put this music on because while it was just me sitting here, you know, there's only so much I can stand just being silent and painting. And having someone else potentially pop in and go, this is just absolute silence, and somebody sitting and painting. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to put some music on. This is really... Where'd my pliers go there? This is annoying paintbrush. In that it's the tips curving over. Ah, no, this is Knights and Magic. That's the show about the computer programmer Utaku who gets killed in a traffic accident, transported to another world where he gets to build giant fucking robots to fight monsters. Because, you know, why not? But yes, HeroQuest. This is, as I say, these are the skeletons. They're one of the easier ones by the looks of it. I went for the epic tier, so I got the Return of the Witch King, or Witch Lord rather, and the Keller's Keep expansions along with the base game, and the basically the you know, Hasbro's version of the Kickstarter bonuses. So I've got variants of the heroes. So I've got all 4 heroes. So you know the standard heroes you got in HeroQuest. You got barbarian, elf, dwarf, and wizard. Where in the pack. The bonus pack, you're like, oh yeah, you can have the standard ones, and you can also have gender swap versions. So I got both. Plus, all the monsters have got, well, most of the monsters anyway, have got male and female versions. Male and female versions of skeletons are just like, it's a fucking skeleton, you know. So, oh yeah. But I want my female skeletons. Well, there you go. That's a skeleton. I'm not going to bother modelling the slight differences in leg length and hip width on a miniature this size to represent different gender skeletons. But you've got different gendered orcs and goblins. You might have different gendered mummies. I don't know. Because they're all bandaged up, so again, you can't bloody tell, because they're dead, and it doesn't matter. also the Dread Warriors, maybe, because Dread Warriors are they're Chaos Warriors. Because he used to have... HeroQuest used to be a Games Workshop part-owned product. So it had Chaos Warriors and Femurs in it. Yeah, it would be cool. But if you look at that and you're like, okay, make that slightly wider. And would anybody notice? Yeah. I mean, there are structural differences in the bone. But on something this size, would anybody notice if the pelvis was like an extra couple of millimeters wider? Because the rib cages would still be the same, the skulls would be the same. Basically, the standard structure of the arm, the leg, and the foot, that'd all be the same. I would challenge someone to actually do it and go, hey, let's just make them, go for it. But the differences in a miniature this size, I have a feeling, would be so tiny. Yeah, nobody would actually notice. Plus, they're dead, so you know. Oh, this is another Gundam track. But yeah, I mean, they've got all the ones down there. I'll do a video on them. I think there was 2 gargoyles, and there's a dragon as well, which I am not pleased with, because the dragon. All these are all injection molded, by the way. None of these are 3D printed. So they're all injection mold. And the dragon looked to have been like a 4-part injection mold. And it's not been assembled correctly. Or, well, I say correctly, more like well. It's not been assembled well. In that I can kind of look at it and go, there's a giant fucking hole down here at the base of its spine. There's a giant fucking hole in its neck. And these shouldn't be here. Because it's just not been assembled well by factory staff. And I know it's factory staff, but, you know, come on. Put a little effort in. People have been waiting 25 years for this shit. People like me. Right, let's see if I've got a brown for the wood. I think I've got a oak brown around here somewhere. So I chucked it in a pot in a mass desk clearance. Let's see. No, it's green. That's blue. That's a piece of 3D filament. Silver. That is flesh wash. Oh, okay. Big problem with the way I've got my desk laid out is that shit's been chucked everywhere. So I'm like, just a pile of paint. Makes it fun trying to find some pots when you really want them. Yeah, I know I've got a pot somewhere. Problem is finding the bloody thing. Yeah. Something drab. Could I use that? Maybe. But I know I've got a dark oak paint around here somewhere. Maybe it's fallen down on the in amongst all the shit down here. What's this? How different is that one to what I just used? Significantly, I'll use it. So, no, could use that to highlight with. That's cool, right. More shitty GW paints. They're probably... Oh no, this one's not as bad as the last one. It's not as dark as the one I was after, but never mind. Ooh, this might be Mazinga Z. Or it might be Combat La Vie. I think it's Combat La Vie. Yeah, this is Combat La Vie. I think. Is it Mazinga? Mazinga. Mazinga! Mazinga is not as cool as the Combat La Vie, because the Combat La Vie has dick rockets. Can I... It's kind of all bandage up there by the looks of it. Yep, that'll just do as bandage, I think. Oh yeah, also in the Mythic box, which might well be coming to the regular release, I don't know, are 3, I think it was 3, might be 4, I think it was 3 extra heroes, and you know, it's kind of a meme now, really, isn't it? With the Bard talking about with his video about how HeroQuest is the best game ever, and like the Barbarian, everyone wants the Barbarian. He throws 3 attack dice by default, and that's without getting the broadsword. Well, he actually comes with the broadsword in this, so. If you do get him another broadsword, it doesn't go up to like 6 attack dice. He's still 3. But one of the bonus heroes is a warlock who's got who's 2 attack dice, but attacks from range. So the only hero that can do range damage, without using spells. Which you think is like, it's only a 2 attack dice, but it's like, well, she kind of hangs at the back and chucks out spells all the time, and just straight up damage from wand power. But she's got a spell called Demon Form, which lasts until she takes damage. And so, because the spellcasters get all the spells from the particular school they take when they go in. So, wizard can take 3 spell schools, and each spell school has got 3 spells in it. The warlock has 1 spell school, which is warlock spells, and 3 spells. And demon form gives +1 range damage. Well, not even range damage, this is +1 damage. So it's +1 damage no matter what you're doing. Which means the warlock can cast 1 spell at the very start of a dungeon, and for the entirety of the rest of the dungeon, be better at dealing damage than the barbarian. Sure, can't pick up any extra equipment to make it even more dangerous, but she does just sit there and go, I can shoot anybody as long as I can see them, and do 3 attack dice of damage. And considering half the monsters have only got 1 HP, you're like, 3, you're dead. And on top of that, because it doesn't, the spell is permanent until damage is taken, the Warlock has another spell which they can cast as soon as they take damage, which I think it's called like Dark Wing or something, and it basically negates the damage you've taken and allows you to move to any empty space you can see. So you got that, and you're like, oh no, the enemy monster has got close enough and managed to hit me. Oh well, cast that spell, I take no damage, I am now out of the door, further away than you can move, I can still see you, and I've still got my demon form active, I can still shoot you. And it's like, yeah. I mean, I think she's only got 4 body points, so if she does get hit again after that point, then yeah, she's in some serious trouble. But I mean, that's a pretty stonking character. Considering most other spells can only be cast once. So it's like, oh, I cast, like Fire of Wrath. It's a one use spell. So you cast it once, and you do 1 damage. This is compatibility. But yeah, so you can shoot it off. Stuff like Fire of Wrath or Fireball. And you're like, oh yeah, I've done 2 body points of damage. Fine. It's a 1-use spell. But this is like, I could just basically run an entire dungeon and be the most dangerous character there. And a halfling at that. Because everybody knows that the most fun little characters, the most fun damage dealing characters, are the tiny little ones that are about like 3 foot tall. Alright, metal time. Now I would like to rust this up a bit because he's dead, but I'm not that skilled, unfortunately. All I can do is this. But yeah, as I say, the quality of these is significantly better than the original HeroQuest. But then the original HeroQuest was like 84, probably around about when it was actually made. So you would hope that sculpt quality would have gone up. Still got the gargoyle though, but he's not as big as he used to be. Another gripe I've got, because there are a couple of gripes. As I say, the construction of the dragon is one. Another gripe is the actual packaging. Now, one of these, I think it's that one. You can see it's a slightly different stance to the guy next to him. That's because in the plastic container that they come in, he was packed so tightly in that he twisted on the way out, and it's now changed his stance. And they are soft plastic rather than hard plastic. And I've got that problem with all of the Dread Warriors. They all have maces. Yeah, brave police! What? Sorry, it's just Brave Police, and I've only watched. Yeah, it was only like 3 weeks ago that I actually started watching it. I fucking love it. Brilliant. It's goofy and awesome. On your heart to heart, J-Decker. But yeah, as I was saying, the Dread Warriors, all their maces are all bent in the box, which I could probably fix with just, you know, application of heat and careful bending back. But it's the fact it is every single one of them is in the same state because of the box design, which is a real shame. Right, just going to take a closer look. Okay, so there we put that in. Too hard, J-Decker. It's the only word I know from the entire song. It's heart to heart, burning heart to heart, J-Decker. Tell us, because it's the only fucking bit is in English. It's the only reason I know it. I thought, it's the English bit. Hey! What time is it? 10 to 5. Okay. Probably got about half an hour-ish left before I have to actually go in. Because it's my mum's birthday today. And they're off out to celebrate with the meal out. And obviously can't take the 3 dogs. Probably could take 2 of them. But Dylan, the youngest one, and the physically, I keep on hitting my fucking microphone, and the physically biggest one of the lot is not exactly well mannered, and he's probably just as likely to go around and sniff other people's food and try and eat it off a table than he is to sit quietly. So I'm gonna have to look after him for probably a couple of hours. Right, wraps. What colour can I do the wraps? Zandri. I could do Zandri. Mummy robes. That'd be a good one to use. Way to go. I've got no idea what this one's from either. But it's a cool tune. Right, so I'm just going to focus on one of these skeletons because I've not got time to do them all now. I probably should do that bit a different colour, probably. And yeah, I'm probably aware that the actual quality is quality of the video at the very least is not great. I've got a stand with a USB camera on it, but twisting it around a little bit earlier in order to try and get it to the right angle, the bracket that holds the camera in snapped. I was like, shit. Did I get a month of HeroQuest Forever No, she wouldn't want a HeroQuest. I got her the nicest card we've actually got at work, which is saying something because most of the cards we've got at work are from Hallmark and absolutely shit. But I got the nicest one we have, or at least the nicest one I figured out that we've got anyway. But yeah, as I was saying, she's off out at 6 for a meal. And yeah, so I've got to stay in and look after Dylan. And I'm spending far less time on these than I would normally do. Now, hang on a minute. That... that looked more like metal or scrap. Probably metal. Fucking microphone. And yes, I do normally swear with my problem when I'm on stream. If something's not working properly, I will just effing blind all over the place. Let's do that under there as well. But yeah, I've been given a little bit of a chat up until now about some of the stuff that's come out of the box. I'm not letting Dylan anywhere near these. He'll eat them. He'll. I mean, there is not a single thing that Dylan will refuse to try and eat. I can't leave my shoes by the back door because if he's there, he might decide to run off with my shoes and then have a chew on them. He's chewed on remote control for TV. He's chewed on, or tried to chew on my Samsung Pad tablet. More detail down there that I completely missed. I'll have to do that later. Obviously, when they're out, he'll eat anything that dogs will eat. You don't have to use your imagination too much for that. He will literally anything he can find that will fit in his mouth, he will try. And I've obviously you would know, but I put far too much cash into having this to just go, here, Dill, have a paintbrush and a miniature. It would be insane to try that. Right, what am I looking for? I'm looking for one of my brown washes. No, that's not a brown wash. That's not a brown wash. That's definitely not a brown wash. That's... nope. It's mud. That's skin tone. That's red. It's a slice. Ah, there we go. open with, isn't it? What have I got spare that's kicking around? No, can't use you. Yeah, Power Fist, that'll do. Yeah. There we are. Power Fist holding out a paint pot. I mean, he might be. He's still only a puppy. So, you know, he's got room to grow. But, on the other hand, I have gone out walking with him. And I've seen the stuff he will stick in his mouth. So even if he does turn out to be very good, I wouldn't want to then handle a miniature that has been in the mouth of a dog that will actively eat sheep shit. That's quite a good one as well. Yeah, I was going to do that. What should I do that? I'll decide later what colour to do that. Obviously, I will spend a lot more time on the rest of the minis. This is just as I said, this is like I'm just doing this because I didn't stream yesterday, and I got it, and I want to paint them, and I want to see if I can actually get a setup that will work. Which at the moment, as I stated earlier, was a USB camera elastic banded to a broken cantilever arm and zoomed in. Because, you know, I'm nothing if not professional. Again, which is why I've got fucking anime music from Namco Bandai playing, and I'm probably gonna get 17 different copyright strikes off them for it. I mean, I have got. Oh yeah, you probably don't know this, but I have got a guitar again now, because I thought to myself, one of the potential things I could try and do when I look at getting actual full applications going for various different VTube groups would be I can play the guitar. But obviously I can't play it very well. And it turns out I'm actively worse than I used to be. It is quite probable that I've got dyspraxia, because I have the worst time in the world trying to actually what is this? Oh, it's the bagpipe ahead. Yeah, sorry. I've got the worst coordination in the world. I am absolutely awful. And it's quite probable that I do actually have dyspraxia, which kind of makes playing the guitar a little bit difficult, to be honest with you. Right, now I want a black wash. Have I got a black wash in one of my other boxes? Probably one of the other boxes over here that is underneath the box which the 3D printer came in. Yes, it is. Right. Now, I'd normally like to wait for that to dry. Yeah. Not bad. Now, what colour should I do those trims? Have I got a nice light brown somewhere? Oh, I have, you know. I have got a nice light brown. Oh, I know this one. Hey, this is a good tune as well. This is an original from, I think, from Namco Bandai. Everywhere you go. I mean, it's very close to the bone. It's a bit darker than the bone. It's fine, I suppose. Test it out on this guy. Oh, that wasn't too bad. I'll have to re-wash it. Yeah, not half bad on that one, I'm thinking. And yes, if my voice sounds even more different now, it's because I've got a paintbrush in there. Thank you very much. Would like to say mostly down to me, but the sculpt does help. Everywhere you go. Yeah, work. That'll work. Oh, it's still too wet on there. Okay. You know what's really annoying about trying to actually do this is that trying to make sure that I don't get the camera to just lose focus and everything go horrible, as well as painting from a distance, which is annoying for me. And this is also not a very good brush. It started bending over at the end, so I cut it, and now it's got a weird angle. But yeah, if you've still not unpacked it yet, as I was saying to Kieran, most of the sculpts in it are very nice, but there are issues I've got. Like mostly issues with takes out my mouth so you can actually hear what I'm saying. Mostly issues with the packaging, because the Dread Warriors have all been packaged very badly, so all the maces are bent in the packet I've got, which will probably be the same as yours. But it's soft plastic, so if you stick it in, get some boiling water, just dip the top in, give it a few seconds, then out again. It should make it flexible, so you can then bend it back into shape. But don't then put it back in the box, otherwise it will bend it right back into the skew width shape that it originally was. and the mythic dragon has been badly assembled. But I will mention all this in when I actually get around to making my video, which, as I stated before, I was planning on making yesterday, because plan was, do various things on Tuesday, get a video down, get my stream down on Wednesday, and then maybe do this on Thursday. But I was ill. One of my friends who roleplay 4th Ed. Oh, Beastman. Well, I mean, actually, I don't know. I guess GW is still doing the standard Beastman kit. I can't imagine they've stopped it, because it's still one of their main product lines, isn't it? It's alright. Orcs and Goblins for the second, yeah. Problem you're going to have is actually getting your hands on proper goblins, because GW now is rather fond of their fungus goblins, which I don't agree with the direction they took that in, but that's up to them. Yeah, the packaging is pretty bad. I plan to as well. I was either going to get I'll probably actually get a combination of foam insert carry case and probably some small plastic bags, so I can just chuck them in a plastic bag or in the foam, because yeah, it is for the quality, and this is pretty. I would say this is pretty good quality. For the quality of the actual model, the packaging is just absolute shit. Now, what tune is this? Oh, this is one of the space anime ones. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like 5 young characters. You could probably look it up if you look up Team Rabbits and Fail 5. That'll probably find you the right thing. Still too. Yeah, still too wet. Shame. Okay. Don't want to do the black wash yet. I'll just carry on doing this bit on these for now. Yes. I mean, I know that they're not exactly the greatest people in the world for getting your stuff at a reasonable price, but getting it shipped to Finland and then shipped back to the UK again? I mean, if you really want to pay that much. Yeah, I wouldn't pay that. But yeah, I mean, you know that I've pretty much stopped buying anything to do with Games Workshop now. I almost have none of their stuff. But yeah, it's just far too expensive, and even if you got that, it's like, let's just ship it off to another part of the bloody world. Like, nah, I live in UK. No, you live over here now. And that's not saying anything about how badly they screw over the Australians. pipes. Do you suppose bagpipes actually done anything with that that suggestion for blacksmith ASMR yet? Yeah. Well, yeah, books are different, especially if you can get them like online as well, like ebooks and stuff. Yeah, we'll have to bug bagpipes and go, oi, where's your blacksmithing ASMR? And then get him to get on Twitter and send it over to Anya. Apparently the market for it is so low. Yeah, these paints I've got for GW are all relatively old now. Got most of these with the Mega Paint set from 3 or 4 years ago. I can actually turn the light on this thing as well, but in case you really want to be blinded, get that light reflection on there. There we are. Right, I'm going to do the black wash now because we've only really got about 15 minutes, and then I'll have to look at getting back inside again. Since I would like to spend some more time actually trying to get my 3D printer actually lined up properly. It's funny because I got it working yesterday. I managed to get like a third of a print done before the print spool that you actually got in the box buggered up and broke. And I just sort of I looked away for about half an hour, and I looked back, and the nozzle was just moving backwards and forwards up in the air, and this is just half a third of a print sitting on the base. I was like, shit. And ever since then, every time I've tried to actually get a print out of it, it's not. I don't know if it's. I think it's just the leveling of the print tray. But I seem to be either get it too low, so it scrapes the tray and pulls up the print, or it just clumps up, or it prints too high, and you just kind of get this line that just pops out, and it just doesn't kind of stick to the tray properly in order for the rest of the print to work. Yeah, you could just do that. You could do like we did in the old days, which is just like, here's a slotter base and a bit of cardboard with a picture printed on it. What we did for BattleTech, and it's what we did for Second Ed 40k. Yeah, Second Ed 40k Orc Dreadnoughts, just a bit of card and a slotter base. That's what it was in the starter box. All those glorious monopose models. I think the lighting I've got actually improves the look of the Mini that I've got here. I think it actually makes it the work I've actually done look better. That looks much more kind of burnished metal on there than what it looks like to my eyes. Oh, this is Gundam Victory, I think. No, this isn't Gundam Victory, is it? Yes, it is. It's Gundam Victory. If you know anything about Gundam, then on my other playthrough I'm doing on my own on Super Robot Wars, I've got the Shrike team who, as I understand it, all die. Yay! But yeah, I think this is roughly where I'm going to leave it. Let's see if I can get... I've got something that's better. So big. That might provide me a little bit more contrast. Yeah, so this is what I was saying earlier, probably when nobody was watching. Gundam Victory, very upbeat tune for a show in which hundreds, probably, if not thousands of people get killed. Right, see if that works as a slightly better contrast. Focus. There we go. So that's what I've got so far. Gonna need, obviously I'm gonna need some highlighting on the sides, on the bones. Don't know about the leather strap. I might be a bit too tough. Got to do the trims on the leg bands and on the arm shield, and I'll figure out what colour I want that loincloth to be, because I could do it nice and bold red, or I could do it a kind of... I'm looking at the wrong fucking monitor. I could do it kind of a similar to the top of the leg bands. Could do it that kind of colour. But I'm not sure if I want something all around there as well. Spin him out. I'm not sure if I want something that is just mostly brown, and if I want some other colour on there. But yeah, that's what he's like so far. Get back with the others. I might, next week, I might do another one of these, short one, doing one of the others. I haven't decided yet, but I'll be playing, definitely be playing Super Robot Wars next week. Again, providing I don't suddenly wake up feeling absolutely sick. But yeah, I need to hop in because they've got their dinner at 6, and I'm not sure where they're going, but it might take 20 minutes to get there. So I'm going to stick my chotomate, and cheers Kieran, cheers Bob for coming along. This is obviously going to be up as a regular video to review or something if you want to. I don't know what it would, just me painting a fucking skeleton. But yeah, I'm gonna be that long. Alright, well, I'll press end stream now.